Every year, you walk through a cycle of holy celebrations that may look like mere traditions on the outside, but hidden within them are shocking revelations about your destiny and the way God is shaping your soul. Because the feasts of the church are not just holidays, they are prophetic reminders of the battles you fight in secret and the victories God has already declared over you. And when you understand the meaning behind these great celebrations, you begin to see how each one exposes the war between flesh and spirit while simultaneously announcing the promise of redemption. Because Christmas is not simply the birth of Christ in Bethlehem, but the warning that light will always break into your darkest night, a reminder that God chooses the humble places of your life to release the most powerful glory. And if you have ever felt too small or unworthy, you need to remember that the manger was God's shocking sign that He works in what the world despises. 1 Corinthians 1:27. While Easter is not just a Sunday morning ritual with lilies and songs, but the secret declaration that every grave in your life is temporary, that the addictions you think will bury you are only setting the stage for the resurrection power that Romans 8:11 says lives in you. And you cannot look at an empty tomb without hearing the Spirit whisper that your suffering is never the end, because the resurrection means every closed door and every betrayal is just the hidden pathway toward victory. While Pentecost comes like a consuming fire to remind you that you are not meant to walk weak and silent, but filled with the Spirit who shakes nations. And if you have ever wondered why God delays His promises, you need to know that Pentecost happened only after waiting in obedience, showing you that power comes when you refuse to abandon the upper room of prayer. And then there is Advent, a season that secretly trains your heart in the discipline of hope. Because while the world races toward lights and gifts, God is calling you to slow down and prepare room for Him, to realize that waiting is not wasted, but a furnace where your character is refined. And even the so-called ordinary time of the church year carries a shocking lesson, that God is not only in the peaks of miracles, but also in the hidden routines where you choose faithfulness over excitement, reminding you of Galatians 6:9, which promises that in due season you will reap if you do not give up. And when you step back and see the pattern, you realize that these feasts are not random dates, but a map of your spiritual journey: birth, death, resurrection, empowerment, waiting, and perseverance. And the truth is, you cannot survive this world's storms if you treat them as empty rituals. Because every celebration is a prophetic alarm ringing in your soul, warning you not to fall asleep, urging you to remember that time is short and eternity is pressing in. And so the challenge for you now is this: stop moving through the calendar like a sleepwalker and start treating each sacred day as if heaven is breaking into your life, because it truly is. And if you dare to believe that, then every Christmas will remind you of your hidden worth, every Easter will break another chain, every Pentecost will ignite fresh fire, every Advent will stretch your hope, and every ordinary day will become extraordinary under the gaze of the one who said, "Behold, I am making all things new." Revelation 21:5.